And after all those trips and all those mods, this is the best advice I can give you.
So my advice for anyone who's looking at getting a Troopy and wants to kit it out to go around Australia, honestly, this got heavy pretty quick. Once you load them up, you're not going back. This is my 2015 V8 turbo diesel troop carrier. Indestructible engine, underpowered, but this one here has been tweaked a little bit. It's killer! Let's take this as my modified of the troop carrier. What I hated about it, what I loved about it, my regrets about it. But there are a couple of things that just aren't quite there. Best mods, the worst mods. What I would do different next time, I did kind of stuff it up a bit on the inside. And did the Troopy lifestyle suit me? And I think if we get to the bottom of that, we'll probably find out if that lifestyle suits you. Where do we start? There's so much from this car. So behind the camera, I have Chris, and Chris owns the Bloopy. What does Troopy mean to you?
Having a Troopy?
Yeah.
Blank canvas. Every Troopy I've seen has been so different, and it's everyone's creative energy is just like put into it. I've actually seen someone build one in a car park at Bunnings before.
Now, Chris gets to reverse the questions on me.
Favourite mod on the vehicle since you bought it?
The first one that came to mind is the roof conversion, because that was the whole concept. The whole vehicle was built around the roof. We're on our final cut now. I mean, that's what a Troopy is for me. It's having a roof conversion so you can open it up and you can live inside it. I would still go with the same roof conversion, but I would probably request some darker canvas. That allows me to sleep in. Great product. The only complaint I have is that the canvas was a bit bright.
And that was the basis for the build, which dictated most of the internal mods I added.
Kitchen. It's a full operating kitchen. Pantry. We've thought about everything. I've made like a taller section here.
Now, I was a bit skeptical with this at first, but I was actually surprised how much I've used this side.
Hey boys, kitchen's open.
With the middle section, allowed enough space in here to put one of those boxes I was using. Molly panels up here to begin with. These we've used for stuff that we actually did require.
So over here we got like sanitizers, which is great, you know, for your cooking and everything. Just everything's here. Tool drawer, other stuff gets shoved down here like welding gloves, thongs, you know, all the dirty gear. In that same cavity, I can also store spare parts if need be. But then comes reality. You're camping, you're doing this, you're doing that. And then you realize that some of the things you had envisioned. 4 occupants in that as the ultimate tourer. You don't really end up needing. Yes, we are 4 people in the car every now and then, but there's always another car we could take. And with mine, it kind of went that way a little bit. When it had the bench seats in it, not much weight in it. Endless possibilities. It was really fun to drive. It was so light, so basic.
Oh my God.
It was awesome.
And then a year down the line,
It was a lot heavier than what I expected. Okay, bit off more than I can chew. Even those spare seats I put in, as good as they are, you can also push that button, flip it over, and you can lock it down. Chuck a cushion behind me here. I have a little workspace. They added a lot of weight.
and not only that,
Almost every other single Troopy I've seen that has a roof conversion, there's enough room for 2-3 people to hang out. In mine, there's room for 1. Get a true Troopy.
I'm just going to eat my own words here and say this. You need a 2-seater.
One thing with the 70 series, with the V8, once you start getting them heavy, you're going to want to tune it. They just run out of guts otherwise. The tune that I've done is a very mild tune.
Factory power was 104 kilowatts, and now we've arrived at 136. Factory torque, 292 newton meters. In the end result here, we've got 528 newton meters of torque.
It can climb a dune, no worries, even with all that weight. This is awesome. You've driven this.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
The 2.8 has definitely got a bit more zip, but I feel when it's fully laden, like I had on the Canning, I felt it was stressed, the engine a bit. While this car, I just feel it's always got that same get up, no matter how much weight's on it. It just feels like it's going to last longer.
Man's engineering, unbelievable.
Fitting out the inside of a Troopy, you have this vision, but these are the mods that because you have this car, you can actually do, and you can change how the whole car works.
Such as
What you should do here?
Hey, personal space, mate.
Oh, sorry, mate.
What are you doing, mate?
I'm just visioning a big window. It pulls up like this.
Gull wings. You can get glass gull wings, sealed gull wings, but you can also get a box on the gull wing.
This is where I store away all my recovery gear.
There are so many great options. The awning, you should know very well, that is a destination full drive. On this side is the big shower tent. My wife absolutely loves that. And it's freaking huge. It's massive. There is something I thought I would never really use. This is a drying rack, so we put the dishes here afterwards. Really freaking handy. But you're like, well, where are you doing the dishes then? Oh, right here. There we go. And then you keep all the soap and stuff with this one. This also serves perfect as Cafe Ragnarok. You may be familiar with that. Got run out of business by Cafe Bloopy. You did steal my customers at one stage.
The canning.
Yeah.
Coffee?
I'll have a coffee.
Yeah? I'll have a coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll get free coffee for life now at Cafe Bloopy. The only thing I don't like about this, it's the Mission 4x4 prototype. The other ones you get now, they're much lighter, like nearly half the weight. As I mentioned earlier, you have a vision and then you do things, and then some things you realize you don't need. And this is one of them. I was designing this table and we had a few variants of it. It wasn't quite ready, so I just put this carpet on because I had ripped all this off. And I actually found that this was quite useful just using this.
You got these doors here altered. Is this something you've done as well?
So there's another little cheap hack for you. There are two other drawers in here, but I rarely ever use them. That drawer, that's just got spare parts in it, like fuses and stuff.
It got out of hand pretty quick. One fridge here, one fridge behind me, power that I can control Bluetooth if I choose to, and lights absolutely everywhere.
This vehicle has so much friggin' light, it's actually got too much light. Bodies, roof lights, and when I say too much light, at camp it's got too much light. You'll see on all my future vehicles now, I'm not gonna have side lights on anymore. I'm gonna use magnetic lights. I think that's the best way to go. The best lighting I have done to this vehicle are the rock lights. Now stick with me here. Now the reason why they're so good around camp, they shoot at the ground, so they illuminate so much you wouldn't believe. You get to see the stars, you got the nice fire going, and you can see what you're doing.
Fit all this in with 4 seats still in the car. If I was to build another Troopy, I would know exactly where I need to keep an eye on. It's the internals and the inside I would do different.
But wait, it can't all be negative, can it?
What's your most proud part of this car? Like, what did you nail?
Seriously? It can't, can it?
First thing that comes to mind, pop the bonnet. No, I'm not going to talk about the D8.
There's some things on here that I've done myself that I've saved thousands and thousands of dollars in.
Doing a DIY install with all the electrics. All the electrics in here were either done by myself or Jono. And we did an amazing job. We made this bracket up ourselves.
And the whole purpose of this is to keep the clutter away from that crank battery. Make like a nice little area that's easy to access as well with fuses.
All the wires are running inside. Installed the Red Arc Rogue system.
Through this switcher, I can control everything on the vehicle via Bluetooth or on that screen back there.
And I think we did a fantastic job.
But that's not to say it's perfect.
The biggest mistake I've made on the power side of things was to only put 100 watts solar on the roof.
Now, I honestly thought it would be enough, but running 2 fridges, it's not enough.
You look at a little fridge and you think, oh, well, that wouldn't draw that much power. That fridge draws as much power as this fridge. Doesn't matter how big your fridge is, the compressor is usually the friggin' same.
If I had a bigger battery, it probably wouldn't be too much of a problem.
So if I was going to keep this, I would upgrade the power or rip a fridge out. So what I do in the interim is literally turn the fridge off.
Most of the negatives so far have been results of my own decisions, but there's definitely some things I can't blame myself for.
Might fail. Easy. The water tank. The water tank underneath this, 90 litres. Rusted from the inside out.
It's rusting, and it's the water that I've got bottled out of it.
Did I have any dodgy water in there? No, I can honestly say I didn't.
This doesn't seem right to me.
Filled it up from my workshop through a caravan filter. I drink that water myself, completely rusted out.
It's up and flushing it for ages. And look at that, still
Sean did help me out from Mission 4x4. He replaced the tank. So it went from a 90 litre tank down to a 60 litre tank. So we have water for the canning stock route.
Speaking of the canning, that was one of many great trips this vehicle has been on.
Oh, the good times, eh?
And you're yet to see it.
I've been waiting for this for a long time.
But that's the best way to judge any four-wheel drive. Remembering,
What was your favourite trip in this Troopy?
It was an awesome trip across the Baxter. Folks, we made it to Twilight Cove, all the way from Esperance. Yeah, just a good crew on that trip. You know, if we don't get a camp on time now, it's your fault. But as for a trip itself, I would say it would have to be the one that me and Jono did. And we went to the Vic High Country for the first time. Got completely bogged. We were a bit stuck. We had to get the max tracks out and winch at the same time with a double line pull. It was insane for like 4 hours to get out. I just spent 4 hours crossing a river. We actually did a whole freaking extra day through the Crooked River. Water crossing after water crossing after water crossing. Can't be many more rivers left, surely. Epic shots of water crossing. But we had no story. We had no f***ing story to actually construct something out of it.
Pocket Dahl.
The more I can talk about it now, the more you're going to see, the more we can use that footage that we never used, right? But the funny thing was, we went from Vic High Country all the way to Bendelby Ranges.
So we had a lot of my tyres already.
So we went from like below zero,
And that's what we call the Australian snow roo.
to nearly 40 degrees and did Billy Goat Bluff. This is really gnarly track.
Like what I'm seeing right now is pretty epic.
And that's when I really learned how heavy the Troopy was. Whatever we definitely don't need is staying here. I'm so glad I took a lot of weight off the roof because as you'll see on that footage, did I get to the edge then? Could have easily ended up pretty badly if I hadn't made it in one go. Wow, that felt a bit sketch, that little bounce. Goodness me.
It has a winch in there. That winch got used heavily.
for both rescuing myself
How's this for the classic winch pull?
and others.
On the canning was the most recent time.
Coming soon. And after all those trips and all those mods, this is the best advice I can give you.
Anyone who's looking at getting a Troopy and wants to kit it out to go around Australia, drive it as it is to start with.
First official beach run in the Troopy.
Not only will you kind of learn a bit more about what you need,
Just does it with ease. No engine tune. It just the RPM. It's just wow.
you'll also enjoy the Troopy as like an empty shell.
And I certainly have enjoyed it, which is why.
And it is hard to let go of this V8, I can only keep saying that. This is the one that's going to go because of that. The engine's only done 117,000. This donk's got ages to go. So what's happening with this car? No, I'm not going to raffle it. I've sold the car to a car yard in Perth. By the time this video is up, it may have been nabbed up already by someone. But this is the last V8 for me, for now at least. Well, I don't really know where to go from here. And that's how V8 should sound. Did the Troopy lifestyle suit me?